welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be baking again. We're going to be making brown butter chocolate chip pecan cookies. It's a mouthful, but it's delicious. So we're going to start with browning the butter. We've got 1 cup of brown butter, or it's not browned yet. We're going to brown it. We've got 1 cup of butter here. We're using Land O'Lakes salted butter. I know some recipes will say use unsalted versus salted butter. Personally, I never abide by it. I use whatever butter is available, and I've never noticed a difference of it being too salty or not salty enough. So as long as you have butter, you're all well. We've got our medium pot here and a wooden spoon. That's all we need to get started. And the oven is preheating to 350 degrees because once it's ready, we're gonna toast our pecans to help enhance the nutty flavor. So let's go ahead and get our burner started on about medium low. This stove situation is real hot fast, so we're gonna gravitate towards more of the low of the medium low, and if necessary we'll raise the heat once everything starts melting. So we're gonna go ahead and get our butter in there. 1 cup of butter. The recipe we're making today will create about 16 large cookies. The details about the recipe will be in the description box, including the recipe and where we got it. In there. Dropping butter. Boom. 1 cup of butter, accounted for. So now we're gonna let it start to melt, the heat do its thing, and keep checking in on it. You don't want to like put this on and walk away, because once it starts melting, it'll start bubbling, and that's gonna be the key window where you should keep this moving continuously, whether that's with a wooden spoon or by like stirring the pot so nothing has the opportunity to settle and burn. And you're gonna use your nose for this one. We're looking for a brown, almost honey caramel color, but then you also want to smell a nutty type smell. It's gonna smell really good, almost like toffee is what it will smell like, and you'll know when it's ready. Seems like a great time for a drink. Anybody with me? Yeah, both of you with me?
Of course.
We're still attempting. It's right here. See, we didn't leave. Good baker, you know? It's doing its thing. Yep. 2 cold ones, you know. Baker fuel. Right?
I love it.
Baker's fuel. Shouts out to my dad.
I got you.
You never, thank you. I'm just a girl. My house says he's more of a cook than a baker, although he's doing it all. He says that, you know, it's a little chef juice to keep you going.
Yeah.
Thank you, love you.
They're not.
Cheers. Sorry, buddy.
There you go.
Cheers. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes. It does not need long at all. We're gonna use a timer because I'm queen of forgetful, and we'll forget that they're in there, and then we'll be sad because our pecans are burnt. Alright, timer on. Keep the serve.
So how did you practice your social skills and becoming more outgoing?
Yes, how did I practice? Great question, Libby. Okay, so work is definitely a big one. I know you can very quickly, like, depending on if they're your favorite coworkers or not, like, shut people out. But pushing yourself to talk with your coworkers, even if it's that surface level talk about, you know, the weather, pets, kids, like, asking those follow-up questions, asking those questions that don't end in yes or no, that are more open-ended. If you do happen to work in a setting where you have external people or like customer service or clients, like interact with, who you don't necessarily work with. That's a huge way. I used to work, my first job when I was 16 was at a trampoline, indoor trampoline park, and then after that I worked at Panera for several years. So those two were inherent in like lots of people all the time, and so I never missed that as an opportunity to practice and get better of talking to all types of people and finding a commonality with complete strangers. If neither of those are true for you, the grocery store. Even to this day, that's the way, like, especially once COVID hit, or now I work from home, the grocery store is a big way to practice. Like, I'll walk in, or before I walk in, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a conversation with one person today. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. We don't have to cover their whole life story, their origin story, nothing like that. But I push myself to connect with at least one person. So say like you're on the aisle and Joe is looking at apples and you're on the same aisle but turned the other way and you're looking at oranges, you can very quickly reserve to yourself and be like, let me get my things, keep going. So now it's like, hi, how are you doing today? And it sounds very corny, but that's literally how I do it and how I practice. Or like, or just like, if you're shoulder to shoulder with someone and you're both looking at the same thing, you know, ask them like, what are you planning on making, you know? So it's just little stuff like that. And you'd be surprised. People are usually very receptive because so much of our life is people trying to brush you off and give you as minimal time as possible. And people love to be seen. So it's actually a very good practice. So I would also say that is what helps me very often. One is, again, it's another contact. Oop, pecans ready. All right, just that fast. Again, we don't want too long. Slight toast. Boom, perfect. You smelling toasty? You smelling the pecans?
Smelling real pecan-y.
Oh, the nuts are jiggling. Okay, sorry. Went so fast, so fast. Oh, Ty, you're doing good. Okay, as we can see, it's starting to heat up. Everything's melted now. So now we're starting towards the actual cooking phase. This is good. Like we said, just keep moving it, keep moving it. It's gonna do what it needs to do. But yeah, paying people compliments, again, you'd be surprised. Like the amount of joy that goes through a person's face is like priceless. It's like you gave yourself a compliment. That thing where they say like do good for others if you want to find joy in the world, it's really true to that. And giving random people compliments is the quickest way to experience that and see it for yourself. And it comes back to you. What you put out comes back. And then I have moments where I'm just living my life and people give me a compliment, like random people. I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is what it's like. But yeah, so that's a big way too, to connect with people, push your social skills, and just make an impact in your everyday life. It doesn't have to be newsworthy, you know, but it still matters. It definitely still matters. You still matter. I think we already covered that baking is just one of my hobbies I enjoy. I can cook as well. I finally come around to say that. I used to be like, oh, I can't really cook, but I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back and be like, okay, I can cook.
She could do a little burning. She can. She got this signature dish. Can't wait for y'all to see. The ramen.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. It's not like your homie's ramen that be living in what is it, on campus?
Yeah.
With the 25-cent pack of ramen. No, this is the upscale ramen. This is something that you will find in an anime special or
Ooh.
a high-end ramen spot.
Okay. Well, he's getting a first-hand experience. He's had quite a bit of ramen.
And oh snap! Look at this.
I told you.
I'll check this out.
How is much darker now? I know it's kind of hard to see the foam on the top, but
You see that?
You can see it, yeah. You want to see how we pull the spoon out? You kind of see those little bits right there? That's good. Okay, so I'm feeling good about this. It's right there where we want it. We don't want to go too long and burn it. So we want to immediately take it off the heat, pour it into a heat-safe dish. See those little bits coming? You want that. That's all your good flavor. Scrape the pot.
scrape the pot now. Can't leave no residue
I'm
behind.
tell you, can't leave nothing behind. I'm just kidding. So we're done with step 1. So now I'm gonna put this in the fridge or freezer, depending on how fast you're trying to move, because we want it to now solidify. I know we just melted it down, but that was for the purpose of browning it. But we do want the actual solidified butter for our cookies. So again, we're gonna put this in the chill, about 30 minutes to an hour till it's solidified, and then we'll be back to finish making our cookies. Okay, we are back. So our brown butter has solidified. I've already kind of disturbed it, so we're gonna add it to our larger bowl. We're gonna start making the cookies. Drop that into there. And I did bring a backup spoon just to help us get all the good brown bits off the bottom in case they were stuck. I had a feeling. These holes. It was so good. Into this, we're gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar. With brown sugar, you want to pack it a little bit as you measure.
Get the precise measurement. Like sand.
It does, it feels that way. Like the magic sand. Half a cup of granulated white sugar. We're going to cream this together for about 2 minutes. Starting off slow speed, and then screen share and brown butter.
I need a bowl soup. Okay, you can't.
It smells so good. Oh my god. I'm just scooping inside it. Every so often. Make sure you do it. You do?
Yeah.
I'm not using it.
So delicious. What about like minute 15? We can mix it wrong.
I like my mom that. That's good.
Shout out mom and
Yeah,
dad.
shout out to them. You very much for the boys. They never know. They gave it to me. As a gift. They're the best. Alright, so now I'm gonna add the eggs. 1 egg. I don't know if you want, if you're scared. We're just gonna go for it. I should.
Uno huevo.
1, 2,
Dos huevo.
2 huevos.
Huevos.
And resume creaming. I'm gonna add the vanilla. So we're gonna do 4 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Baking conversions, 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons.
Oh, okay. Like you.
Thank you. That's good enough to eat. Okay. Next, we're gonna start adding our flour, salt, and baking powder. No, baking soda. Okay. So we're gonna add 2 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour.
a lot of white.
We keep the cool stuff. Oh, plus 2 tablespoons. We doubled the original portions, so some of the measurements seem a little odd. That's why. Plus 2 tablespoons. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Add that. 1 teaspoon of salt. Again, this is just the salt we have.
That's that pink salt.
Yes, pink Himalayan salt.
What makes it pink?
I don't know. I think the minerals. I believe so. The minerals. But a great question. Okay, we can go ahead and add our toppings, our chocolate and pecans, and then this dough will be ready to chill.
Chill.
Chill, because you're such a big deal. Sorry. Okay. So now we're gonna move to the toppings. So I have some semi-sweet, it's not dark chocolate, I misspoke earlier. Semi-sweet chocolate here that we're going to chop. We do want this to be chunks, so the goal is larger pieces. Oh, so I normally just come across at an angle. Put your back into it. Just, you know.
Chocolate fiends.
I'm just kind of pressing. You'll find that it's easier. Get the job done, okay? Just get it done. I mean, you're talking about now. It's not something I'm doing either. Right, you know?
Okay, just get it done.
No more excuses. This is Kansas City. That one is the same kind of right. It's like climbing the wall, the road like the work, and blood coming down it. It's like, hey, there's blood. It's Kansas. But not really one of these. Actually, these. Okay. So in total, we want 1 1/3 cups of chocolate. So we're gonna first start with our semi-sweet chunks. See how much that gives us. A little shy of a cup. We don't count the dust, but best believe we're gonna use that. So sure. Put that in there. No waste here.
Exactly.
That's about, like I say, a little shy of a cup. What we're not gonna do is have this. I'm sorry. This mat is real disrespectful. Who told you? You should do it.
Exactly.
This is my home. Okay, so we got milk chocolate. I was gonna say chips. They're called morsels. Is there a difference? I don't know. It's like Target and Target. You get it. So we're gonna fill this up till it's at the cup mark. Let's give it a cup. Boom. And then we need a 1/3 cup more. Right here.
Oh, we got a runner.
Runner. I mean, who's really trying to hold on to this? Okay. Yeah. And then we measured this earlier. This is a full cup. So we're going to add the pecans now. Try to get them all in here. And then again, like this part is a bit customizable. Like if you know you're more of a nuts person and less of a chocolate person.
I'll set the ratio.
So inappropriate. Yes. I can't help it. You can change your ratio and do like more nuts to chocolate. Or if you want a different combination of chocolates, say maybe you want to try white chocolate or caramels. I don't know. What speaks to your heart. Or actually get dark chocolate instead of something sweet. I've also done a version of this where I used the milk chocolate morsels that we saw here, the semi-sweet chunks, but then I also added in some mini chocolate chips just for a different combination in size and texture. So that was cool too. So like I said, you can have fun with it. As you have everything in, you let this already see make sure chocolate is mixed. You know, it's not delicious. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Alright, it's together. So next up is to let this chill in the refrigerator for about 3 minutes, an hour, and have it to do overnight, and then we'll see the Okay, so we're back. Our dough has chilled for how long? Like an hour or so. It's nice and chilled as we left it. Yes. So now we're gonna start scooping it onto our pan. If you have an ice cream scoop, you're welcome to use that. You want about a 1/4 cup size dough balls. I do not have an ice cream scoop, so we're gonna use it. Do it the old-fashioned way. Get us a little dough. And then we're gonna go to these are cookies, so don't forget. Yes. Yes, okay. We're gonna go for tail. So what it means is we're just going to pull it. And so it's ready for the rest of the baking sheet. All right. And we're back. Cookies are baked. They came out so lovely.
Oh, they look good.
They smell delicious. So we're gonna let them cool, and then we're gonna have a taste test, sweetie. The last and final part, the best part, taste test. Okay, Livy, you want to taste test with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you was gonna pick it out for me, all right?
Yeah, it's okay. The one you got your eye on, clearly.
See that? About as big as a head.
Alright, let's go. Should I do? Am I gonna
Break apart? Yeah. Hold it up closer. Ooh. That's a thumbnail right there.
Yeah.
That's a thumbnail.
Okay. We love to hear it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so good. I don't even like pecans. But these are good. Like the center is like real, like warm and gooey.
And there's chewiness to it still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She's a winner.
Most definitely.
So this concludes our video. We have made brown butter chocolate pecan cookies, and they're a hit. 10 out of 10 try them, and more details in the description. Thanks for watching.